Okay, so what's going to happen is for our midterm and final, the midterm will be using the HonorLock program that you'll log into, and it's going to be proctored by the people at HonorLock. What's very important with that is knowing some of these rules about that. Like when you start, you make sure you use the restroom, because once you start, you got to stay at the same place and finish the test until it's done. If you need some water, put it there. No phones. They're gonna, they'll see you. You'll need a webcam, because they have to see you. You usually have a built-in mic on a laptop or an exterior mic that you set up. That's fine. But all these different instructions for HonorLock, I'll be putting up. So what I would suggest is for everybody to read those carefully, just to make sure they understand. I used HonorLock for my spring, at the end of my spring courses for the final exam, and we got through it. Everything not too bad. It went pretty well. Then over the summer, there was 4 classes that I had, and we all used it, and actually had no problems at all. So it went pretty smooth. The HonorLock exam will be on the midterm, and then your final will be like a take-home type exam. And again, that will be explained in an email when time comes, when we get closer to that. For that. For both exams, I have like a practice exam that's like a pool of questions that, for example, let's say there's 120 questions in the pool. You can practice those as many times as you want. And when it comes time for the real exam, it's just going to randomly grab 60 of those questions that you studied, and you'll take the midterm and final will be like that. So that's it in a nutshell for the midterm and final. On what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip over to module 1 and just go through the student study folder, activities folder, and the assessment folder. So each module will be pretty similar to this, in that first of all, it's nice to have our book online in Skillport, so we don't have to worry about that. As you see here, I usually give the chapters. You'll see up here in the little bullets at the top, sort of surmising what's in the student activities folder. But it's chapters 1 and 2 for module 1, and there's your readings, and yes, they will help you with the quiz, because there's the questions and that you get from your assessments come out of the book. So then we have our presentations, which what I do is I put a presentations, in this case, so like chapter 1 and chapter 2 to look at. Let me just pop one open for you real quick. It's almost there. Okay, so here you got chapter 1 coming up. Okay, so safety and professionalism. You see there's 34 slides in this one. And these presentations are nice because the author's pretty thorough, and you get a really good feel for what's going on in each chapter, highlighting some of the more important stuff with these. More of the detailed stuff should be on the in the book on your readings there. Traits of attack, and you see this is just about the professionalism and so forth with that chapter, and then the last part is about safety. All right, so I'm gonna go back on this. And maybe because I'm doing Collaborate here, streaming out to you and recording at the same time might be a little bit slower than usual for me. But back to the activities. Then you have a skill lab. Now, of course, this is the link to Skillboard. This is the link to your book and all of the like, for example, in Chapter 1 here, your little lab units. They'll have the two of them have to do with comparing common operating systems and operational procedure best practices. And if you click on the PDF here, that gives you let's see if I a little tutorial on getting to where you need to get to. Logging on, you click the actual title there is hyperlink, so you just click that to go to Skillport. You go ahead and log in. Once you log in, you're going to want to click Lesson Plan, and I can demonstrate this in just a second if you want me to. Lesson Plan, and then you'll see, in our case for this course, CET1178, you click on that, and then you'll see the modules, what you saw here, these two, will be in each of these modules. You also see the textbooks right here. So you just click, that's linked right there. You can click Launch, or you can click on it, and it's going to open the textbook. You can full screen the textbook if you want to. You can search in the textbook, I know, which is nice to have in there. So if I clicked Module 1 there, the little down arrow, and then I see a couple of things up here that are in there. And you would just click, again, you can either click on it or you can click Launch, and it brings up the lab. And it's just, these are nice tutorials that take you through some things. And then you see this one, I don't know if it has it or not. They're not that long, maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. And they just take you through and explain some things about, in this case, safety procedures, best practices.